Building Ideas is proudly brought to you by the Master Builders Association.
Building ideas, lots of great ideas you really need to know. Building ideas, sit back, relax and enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to the show. For today's episode of Building Ideas, we enjoyed a very leisurely drive up the freeway to Bluestone Estate, which is up at Mount Barker. We wanted to show you this beautiful brand new home called the Vaucluse. It's been built by Metricon Homes and it's their brand new display home, which is now open to the public. The Vaucluse 35 is part of Metricon's value for money lifestyle range, and once I show you inside, you're going to see it's very welcoming and spacious, and it's got a very imposing street presence. Popular with first home buyers or those looking for a home with room for a growing family, it offers a choice of 4 striking facades, and regardless of which facade you select, the home's width is balanced by vertical elements, including its tall, narrow windows. Further interest is created by the contrast between the smoothness of the rendered lower level and the lightweight clad upper level. The elegant portico, the glass panelled front door and the glass side panels all add to the overall appeal, and the piers are clad in textured look porcelain tiles, creating immediate visual interest. Metricon's uncompromising building quality is evident right throughout the entire home. The workmanship and the finishes of fixtures and fittings is just beautiful and makes a great place for a modern family. It's light and bright and very appealing. The Vaucluse boasts 5 bedrooms, of which the master suite is located on the ground level and accessed via impressive double doors. It offers great street views and the ideal parents' retreat, and has a substantial walk-in robe. The generous ensuite includes 2 vanities, as well as a fully tiled spacious shower. The remaining 4 bedrooms are located on the second level. They all include double robes and are serviced by a well-appointed family bathroom. Then there's a separate study nook, a must-have space in any contemporary home. It features quality built-in joinery, including a desk, drawers, storage cubes, and a shelf above the desk to ensure no space is wasted. This level also offers a huge separate leisure room that can be used as a separate retreat for teenagers, a children's playroom or a homework room, craft room, home theatre, or just the ideal space to sit and relax and enjoy peace and quiet. It's little wonder that the Vaucluse is fast becoming a favourite in the Metricon range. It's got everything that a busy family could need, and it's been finished to a very high standard. In fact, value for money, I think you'd be pressed to find something better. Now, we're going to show you more of this beautiful home throughout today's program, but first, this is what you're going to see on today's show. Andrew looks at the benefits of a pre-purchase inspection before you buy a new home. We'll catch up with the Metropolitan Fire Service to chat about fire safety, and I'll showcase another sensational Alan Shepherd built home. Another busy show. It's over to Andrew, who's going to tell us about the benefits of ColourBond fencing.
A few weeks ago we spoke about fencing and whose responsibility it is to put up a fence between neighbouring properties. Well, today we're going to look at all the benefits of ColourBond steel fencing. With more than 40 years of intensive weather testing in Australia, a fence made from ColourBond steel is proven to withstand our harsh environmental conditions. Beneath the surface lies a base of zinc aluminum steel that delivers long-life anti-corrosion performance. ColourBond steel fencing is available in 20 different designer colours, so you shouldn't have any trouble matching your roof colour, gutters and downpipes. A fence should offer you and your home protection and privacy. ColourBond steel fencing provides great security because it's difficult to climb, offering no footholds, and the panels can't be easily loosened or removed. Anyone with young children at home will know that they love nothing more than to run, climb and jump about in the garden. With a fence made from Colorbond steel, there's no chance of splinters or loose nails to harm little hands and legs. And being either 1.5 or 1.8 metres high, they offer seclusion and privacy. Also, the smooth surface means they're very difficult to jump and climb over. Best of all, maintaining your Colorbond steel fence is easy. All you have to do is give it the occasional hose or wipe down and you're done. Bushfire testing by the CSIRO and Bushfire Cooperative Research Centre shows that solid steel fencing provides a useful non-combustible barrier against bushfires. And because termites are unable to eat steel, there's no need to apply any chemical treatments either. Colorbond fencing sounds like the best way to go if you're looking to have a new fence installed. For further information, visit colorbond.com.
Building ideas. Building ideas.
Whenever I hear that we'll be showcasing an Alan Shepherd built home, I know we're in for a treat. And I can already tell from the double roofed portico entry that this house is going to be very impressive. With a striking pure white facade and cubist-inspired exterior, the first impression you get is one of contemporary boldness and undeniable style. The layered horizontal and vertical bulkheads to the front entry create a sense of strength and solidity, and when the home is lit up at night, the architectural lines look absolutely sensational. The clean lines and pure white theme have been carried right throughout the interior, and the gallery-style entry sets a mood of sophistication that resonates throughout the entire home. This home really is quite breathtaking. The simplicity of style, the all-white interior, the fabulous artwork, it all just finishes off beautifully. And of course, this is a stunning kitchen, which is fully integrated and finished in a high white gloss 2-pack. There are 3 bedrooms, 2 of which are located on the ground floor and 1 with an ensuite on the upper level. The opulent master suite is situated to the front of the home and serviced by a lavish ensuite finished in grey stone textured tiles and complementary fixtures and fittings, a standout of which is definitely the Korean hand basin. All of the main living areas are also located on the ground level and include the main bathroom, a very large office, the elegant kitchen, dining and living areas, and a media room. This home really does ooze style and sophistication and elegance, and with the lovely warm honey-hued Victorian ash floors, it just complements the all-white interior. The other important feature is you can individually zone areas, so you can climate control it, be very comfortable and know that you're being energy efficient as well. There are 475 square metres of living space in the residence, and the stunning lighting combined with carefully placed commercial grade windows ensure it's bathed in light at all times. Whilst the home has been quite sparsely decorated, it remains opulent and stylish in the most contemporary way. This is the luxurious alfresco area. It's detached from the main house, but as you can see, it's still very much visually entwined. Now, if you could see yourself living in a home like this, or you have your own ideas and you need some help making your dream a reality, then you need to check out Alan Shepherd Construction's website at alanshepherd.com.au. In past episodes on Building Ideas, we've spoken about safety around the house, which has included home security, fire safety, and general household safety. Well, today we're going to talk about fire safety. In 2009, the government completed a 15-month project fixing blue cat's eye markers on roads around the state to indicate where fire plugs are located. Station Officer Phil Evans from the Metropolitan Fire Service has been a firefighter for 26 years. Phil, I imagine there's been countless times you've headed off under lights and sirens. There must be a lot of pressure not knowing what you're going to find when you arrive at emergencies.
Yes, you're right, Nicole. There's always an urgent time, a lot of pressure when you arrive at an emergency. And one of the urgent things you must do is find a water supply very quickly to supply the fire appliances to ensure they have enough water to extinguish the fire. These cat's eyes stand out from a distance and they give us a clear indication of where we need to look for a fire plug. And in addition, the cover of the fire plugs has been painted a bright yellow, and that helps us as well.
What about the old fire hydrants?
The fire indicator posts that have been used for many years have been a reasonable indicator of where in the road we could look for the fire plug, but unfortunately they were easy to be obstructed. So it didn't take much planting on the road verge. They could be hidden by plants, they could be hidden by parked cars, they could be hidden by overhanging trees. At night, they were difficult to see. If there was a lot of smoke around, that also disguised the fire indicator post.
What about parking restrictions? We all knew we weren't allowed to park too close to a fire hydrant. What are the new rules now?
Well, you're right, you were not allowed to park within 1 metre of a fire plug. The rules haven't changed. You still must park 1 metre away from the fire plug. And now with the cat's eyes, there'll be a yellow line painted along the curb to indicate that it's a no parking zone. And of course, if you do park in a no parking zone, there is a fine for that offence.
It does make a lot of sense. So next time you park, just take that extra minute to make sure you're not covering a hydrant plug. It'll not only save you $66, but it also could save a life, because imagine if there was a fire and the fire truck turned up to find your car blocking access. It'd be terrible.
Building ideas. Building ideas. Handy hints, there's always something.
Last week, we spoke to David Ising, a CAMS mentor, about the role he plays in the Construction Apprenticeship Mentoring Scheme. So this week, I thought we'd catch up with Hamish White, who's one of the CAMS apprentices.
I heard through CAMS from previous employment with my last boss who was running low on work. So he suggested I go through to the MBA, Master Builders, and then they helped me out from there.
CAMS is a national industry-wide approach to help create a solid future for people working in the building industry. It's also great news for anyone looking to build or renovate a home, because there'll be plenty of skilled workers to build them. CAMS is a nationally coordinated program which is based on developing a network of apprentices by pairing them up with qualified industry mentors.
My mentor is Tom Noble, who's a brilliant bloke. He's been good to me, teach me a fair bit. It's good to have that confidentiality with your mentor. You can call him whenever you want.
No worries.
No worries.
Thanks,
See you tomorrow.
Yeah,
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Whilst we generally all have the best intentions in relation to our careers, there are times when things can go wrong. And sometimes the things that do go wrong are out of our control. So that's where CAMS can help.
CAMS actually found me work early January this year, took me on, trained me up, and it's just been smooth from there.
CAMS aims to assist out-of-trade apprentices to complete their apprenticeships so that they can establish a successful career in the building and construction industry. It's a national scheme funded by the Commonwealth Government and has already achieved great success.
It's good to get back on the tools, been off them for a little bit, but yeah, things are going smooth now. Can't wait to get signed off.
It sounds like CAMS is a great way to go if you're having any issues completing your apprenticeship for whatever reason. So if you want some more information, go and check out their website, which is alinksA.org.au.
It's great to hear about so many positive initiatives to help our apprentices in the building and construction industry. In fact, with programs like CAMS, we're guaranteed to have professional builders build for us and renovate for us well into the future. Now, I'm back in the lovely feature home today in the entertaining area, and it works really well, the way the inside flows to the outside, and I think that's because it's all under the main roof. And you can see the gorgeous timber ceiling works really well with the timber deck and the timber screen. It just flows beautifully. Metricon homes follow a strict quality assurance inspection program throughout the entire construction process, and their building manager ensures that both the design and build quality are of the highest standard. It comes as no surprise then that they offer a 25-year structural guarantee for all the homes they build. Now that's peace of mind. All of the products incorporated are from reputable major suppliers, and with a 6-star energy rating, the Vaucluse is a definite crowd pleaser. It's time for a quick break now, but make sure you stay watching because Andrew's going to give some very important information about having a pre-purchase inspection before you sign on the dotted line when buying a new home.
Building ideas. Building ideas. Handy hints, there's always something new.
On Building Ideas, we usually speak about building new homes or renovating existing ones. But today, we're looking at the things that you should be aware of if you're about to buy an existing home. Because regardless of whether you're building or buying, it's an exciting time, but there are things that you should consider. Buying a home is without doubt one of the largest single financial investments you're ever likely to make. So there are some basic precautions you should consider before signing any contracts. If I was to tell you that I'm going to buy a used car without having it mechanically checked first, you'd probably think I was mad. Well, the same thing can be said when it comes to buying a house. There are some things that you need to take into consideration, so you should definitely check whether the house is structurally sound and make sure that you're not going to have to spend significant money on the house in the near future, as well as just work out if it's going to suit your needs for the years to come. There are some basic measures you can take when looking at a prospective property. Look for any cracks in the external brickwork or rendered walls. Stand back and look at the roof structure for any major damage. Check the stormwater to make sure it's adequately disposed of, and be aware of any damp smells in rooms, adjoining bathrooms or other wet areas. Don't be afraid to do a few of your own checks. Does the water drain away from the bath, hand basin and kitchen sink properly? Do the doors open and close easily, or do they stick and jam? If they do, then this could be a sign of other more significant problems. So really, the simplest way to ensure that you're not buying a home with major costly problems is to have a pre-purchase inspection undertaken by a qualified building consultant. Don't rely on an unqualified person, even if they do tell you that they've got some experience. Amongst its members, the Master Builders Association has numerous building consultants who are able to provide a written pre-purchase inspection of a property, usually within the 48-hour cooling off period of the contract having been signed. To be a Master Builder's building consultant, a member must be able to demonstrate that they've had a minimum of 10 years experience in the industry. They must have a Category 1 Supervisor's Registration, issued by the Commissioner of Consumer Affairs, and have a significant level of professional indemnity insurance to protect their clients. A good building consultant will thoroughly inspect the property and include in the inspection report an examination of footings, brickwork, framing, cladding, wastewater and the like. And they'll make you aware of any aspects that might require attention in the near future. Having purchased a home of my own several years ago, I can't stress enough the importance of having someone who's in the know have a look at your property first, because potentially that's going to save you a lot of money down the track and also heartache. So if you want some information on qualified building inspectors, contact the Master Builders Association or visit one of their websites, sabuildingdirectory.com.au.
Some great advice there because we all love to save time and money. Now, I'm in our very impressive feature home today. It's called the Vaucluse and it's been built by Metricon Homes and it's open to the public every day from 12 till 5 at Bluestone Estate, Mount Barker. It is definitely worth a look. I love the neutral colour scheme and the light floors in this home. They really create a laid-back, relaxed, welcoming feel, and the Scandinavian-style furniture completes the look perfectly. The entertainer's bright white kitchen has gloss laminate cupboards and a quality tiled splashback, as well as white Caesar stone bench tops. The island bench overhang creates a handy breakfast bar, and the fridge is cleverly tucked away with shelving above for displaying keepsakes or special recipe books for easy access. There's no doubt that the kitchen, family and dining areas represent the heart of this home. They extend from the full width of the rear, and their spacious, airy feel is enhanced by timber stacker doors from the dining area to the outdoor room. Meanwhile, the family room features built-in joinery and a media wall with associated storage. Another special feature of the Vaucluse has to be the open tread centre spine timber staircase with its feature glass balustrade. It was factory made but assembled on site, demanding a high level of craftsmanship. The high level of craftsmanship is evident throughout the entire home, especially in the joinery. In fact, the Vaucluse looks beautiful right throughout the entire home. It starts at only $259,400 and is great value for money. Well done, Metricon Homes. Now it's nearly time for us to go, but before we do, this is what's on next week's show. We'll be hosting the program from another amazing home built by Alan Shepherd Constructions. Andrew will profile another very talented builder in our regular Meet a Master Builder segment. We'll visit one of our state's most iconic building sites, and we'll talk all things solar. Looks like another great show. Hope you can join us then. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and if you'd like more information about the fabulous Vaucluse built by Metricon Homes, then you can look up their website, metricon.com.au. You'll be very glad you did. Bye for now.
Building ideas, lots of great ideas you really need to know. Building ideas.
Building Ideas proudly brought to you by the Master Builders Association.